The excitement over Siya Kolisi's appointment as Springbok captain for the England series cannot be more intense than here in his hometown of Port Elizabeth. His alma mater, Grey High School, could not be more proud of the old boy.
Siya is a real gentleman and he's really humble. I don't think people always realise just what he does behind the scenes. You know, he visits the school often and he gives back. It's not a boy or a man who just forgets where he's come from. He'll come back, he assists our boys and he acts as a real inspiration for them. And then he supports boys as well, which is very important. So he's a real gentleman, he's a real man who is willing to give back in life, which I think is a lesson to all of us. And we all need to be able to take a leaf out of that book. You know, it's not just about your own accolades and how well you do. It's about how you help the others around you too. And Siya is really a man who can act as an inspiration for all of us in doing that.
Many are not surprised that Kolisi has achieved so much thus far in his career and personal life.
I got to know Siya when he arrived at Grey High School in grade 8. He's always been a very upstanding young man, but always very modest. Certainly a very talented rugby player, but although he's achieved a lot, he's always remained modest and he's always been a very popular person as well.
Siya's always been a man with a big match temperament, and that when people put trust in him, he lives up to it. So I think the advice that I'd give him is to remember his roots, remember the opportunities he's been able to prove himself, and I'm convinced he'll live up to that responsibility. He takes ownership of that responsibility, he'll live up to it.
Grey High has a rich rugby history. Other recent Boks like Cohen Bosch and youngster were also schooled there.
The secret in success, I think, is believing in people and then giving people opportunity. And when you do that and you bring those two things together, people tend to be successful. Of course, it also helps having been around for 163 years. You build up a tradition and you build up the structures that you know work.
The news has pleased and encouraged the current crop at Grey.
We are very proud of him, especially that he's an old Grey. He's a real role model for a lot of children. He sets a great example for us, shows that hard work, if you work hard, you can achieve things.
We've always been proud of him since he left the school. He's been making us proud since day one. Now that he's Springbok captain, we're very proud of him.
It's always good to see our old Greys doing us proud. I mean, he's such an influence here at the Grey. We see pictures of him on the walls everywhere. So it's great to see him leading the Springbok team out. He deserves it very much.
I'm very proud of him, seeing that I come from his same city, same towns with him, and his same coaching, Singeni Primary School and Tishara Songwikle. I'm very proud he's made the whole city proud and the school proud. I've seen people posting pictures of him on social media and stuff, so I'm very proud of him.
The boys in the hostel have promised to watch the match together and predict a high-scoring match against England.